Hello everyone, welcome to Officers Aura 24/7. First of all, as you can see here, we are here to discuss with all of you that the registration of JIB has been started. As you all know, we have already have the dates about when the registration will start and when will the exam will be conducted by the IIBF. So in today's session, we are going to discuss a certain points about the registration. First, we are going to discuss what are the registrations date. Then we are going to discuss the process, how to register. And we are going to discuss what are the benefits of early registration and what are the things that you have to know while registering yourself for the JIB exam. So first of all, those candidates who have joined us already here, I request to all of you, do share the session on your Telegram channel, WhatsApp group, Facebook, wherever you know the persons who are registering for the October JIB exam. And let's start the session. As you can see, Niharika ma'am is with me in this particular session, and we are going to tell you the certain benefits of the early registration as well as the process, because many candidates feel a certain kind of issue while registering themselves because of they do not know the password, they do not know how to register for the member and etc. that we are going to discuss in this particular session. So first of all, welcome Niharika ma'am to the session.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Good evening, everyone.
I want to know one thing from you, that why it is very important to register today only or as soon as it's possible.
Ma'am, as such, if we look at the particular time space that they have given, for the first week, it is without any late fee and everything else. If you are registering early, the plus benefit is that you will get the center of your choice. Otherwise, you will be running here and there, especially places which are quite far from your area. That is one of the basic problems which bankers face. Because one thing is reality. You are not only studying, you are also working. So that means if you're going to delay your registration process, ultimately you might have to go far. That means your preparation and everything else will be dependent on one particular day where you will be traveling a lot and will be getting tired. So one thing is that it should be done in time so that you get the center of your choice. Secondly, ultimately, it also saves you money. If we being Indians and being economical about the things, if we can do things in time and save our money, then why to pay an extra late fee, right? And if we have to do it in this week itself, then why not today?
Correct. That's very true. And it's very obvious if someone is paying late fee and we have already registered ourselves, that gives a different kind of happiness to you. So that's one of the benefit, that you do not have to pay the late fees there. And apart from that, as ma'am said, that you will be able to get your choice of center as well as the time slot for the paper. So let's start before. First of all, it has been given in the notice by IIBF that the registration will start today. It will be live by 3 p.m. It has been said. Now it has been live by 5 p.m. You can register yourself. So how to register? Simply go to the IIBS website first, and then after that, you have to go to the apply now. You will find a drop list here in which you have to go with the membership. First, if you're a member, then go with the exams members. Here you will find the detail about everything. You can see everything is defined here, the process, the syllabus, the rules, how to apply for the examination, everything. So where you have to go for the registration, click on the JIB. When you click on the JIB, this window will open in front of you. Here you have to give a certain details like your membership number, and you have to enter this captcha here. And then you can submit yourself. You will be getting a certain window here by which you have to give your details, and you can register for your exam. You can choose your time slot as well as center also there. But one more important thing is that do make sure you are very clear about it, what time slot you want and what particular center you want. Because if I will show you after some time the instruction, it has been very clear by the IIBA, but now from now onwards, we are not going to entertain any requests regarding the change of the center. It used to be there, like so many bankers used to ask about this with us from us also, ma'am, that how we are able to change our center, what should we do? And we used to suggest you that you can mail to the IIBF your reason why you want a change of center. But now, ma'am, in the instruction, it has been very clear by the IIBF that there is no request will be entertained for the change of center. So that's why I'm saying you should know the process before, and before deciding what your center wants, do make sure everything you cross-check that. So after this, what is important? This is how you can register. I've told you, go to the apply now, go to the exam members, and JIB, you will find this particular page where you have to register. Now, apart from that, what is important? That is instructions to know about the paper. And the instructions are given here in the second list. That is important instruction for the examination. Click here. You will find all the exams that has been conducted by IIBF, and in the last serial number, that is 118, you will find the JIB option here. click on the JIB and you will find the full description here. So as you can see, candidates are required to take utmost care and precaution in selecting center, venue, and time slot, as there is no provision to change the center, venue, time slot in the system. Okay. Apart from that, it has been very much clear by IIBF that no request for change of center, venue, time slot will be entertained for any reason. Doesn't matter what reason you have, genuine or not, but they have specified here that you will not be entertained after registering yourself to change your center or time slot or your venue. Okay. And one more important thing, whatever fees you have paid already for registration, it will not be refunded or adjusted on any account. So these are the three major instructions that has been given here. So make sure you already check your conditions where you want to go for the center and what time slot you want as per your convenience. Apart from that, one more important information here given by IABF. Like if I talk about the last time, May 2023, so many bankers are facing issue while for the JIB exam. The reason was some technical issue was there. Some people have paid the fee. They have registered themselves, but they didn't get any kind of receipt or proof that we have been registered or any kind of message. So they were very tensed about it, like what happened next, where should we find our registration number, where should we find our admit card and etc. Right?
This is one of the basic problems that I have seen in terms of the bankers. They keep on asking about this query a lot because they lose their information.
Correct. So all this thing has been happened already in the May 2023. That's why all the instructions are very clear by IABF this time. And one more thing, it said like sometimes it happens when you are filling form and because of the crowd on the website, it keeps hanging or something else happens. So many times, whatever center you are looking for, whatever venue you are looking for, that was not available in the drop-down list of your venue. So it has been mentioned here that if the candidate who are unable to view the venue details in the drop-down list of their list of centers, what they can do, they have to first click on the clear browsing history and they can apply again. And then you will easily able to find your venue also. So these are the two notices that has been given by IBF this time, that this is what you have to do. After that, you will find here the details or the instruction that has been given by IBF. You can see the first of all is your exam date that has been defined here on 8th of October. As you all know, you have 4 subjects now in the JIB: Indian Economy, Indian Financial System, Paper 1, PPB Paper 2, AFM Paper 3, and the Retail Banking Wealth Management Paper 4. These are the 4 subjects of your JIB. And the dates we already know, that is 8th of October, then 14th of October, 15th of October, and 29th of October. So these are the dates for your paper 1, paper 2, paper 3, and paper 4. Now, the major issue, Niharika ma'am, I can see here, I think you also
14,
know
15,
what
back to back.
do about this. What should we do about this?
The moment I saw this particular date sheet, I knew that bankers are going to have a lot of problem.
Correct.
PPB and AFM being back to back means people would be so struck with the fact what should we prepare first. PPB, very extensive syllabus. AFM, numericals, as well as since in the May attempt, they were not giving much of numericals. So now we can expect the leniency is over. Since May was basically it was the first attempt. It is agreed that IE and FS examination of the previous attempt was difficult. So that means the rest 3 papers were okay. So we can expect this time they can raise the particular bar of any other examination as well. So it's a very dangerous situation for all the bankers who haven't started preparing yet. And in my classes, I always say, don't prepare for today, prepare for your last day. What would you do on your last day? On 14th, anybody who will be having their last slot examination, that means you are just waiting for your PPB examination till 4 p.m. So by what time you'll start with your AFM, and what if your examination on the next day turns out to be in the morning slot?
Correct.
You don't have time at all. That is a practical thing. If you're not looking at the fact, what is it that you're going to study on the last day for the last 6 to 8 hours, that means you will be screwed in the examination in any case, because you will be so anxious. What should I do? What kind of resources I should read on the last day? Shall I look at the videos altogether? Plus, one of the hardest truth, you will be in a hangover of PPB.
Correct.
At that point of time, everybody feels like, let's ask this person, what was the question? Let's look at the analysis. You will be going through the analysis, you will be going through the hangover of that examination, and also being anxious about the examination that is going to happen the next day. So we would always suggest everybody that this is the perfect time, not only for your registration. You are already delaying if you're not starting right now.
Correct.
So it's not only about the early registration, it's about early starting with the particular thing. But the irony is you are not being early here. At this point of time, if you delay it any further, then back-to-back examinations plus from 8th to 29th, even if you see that 1 week difference, don't forget all of you are also working. That means every single day, take at least 8 to 10 hours out of your life. You cannot touch those 8 to 10 hours.
Okay, बिल्कुल exactly correct thing Niharika ma'am stated here. So I think we all were suggesting you before the registration. Registration has started today, but from last 1 month, we all are saying in all the session of ours, like, do we start early? Starting early is very beneficial for all of you because you have 4 subjects. Each subject have 4 modules, or the single module have around 20 units. If I talk my subject, Indian economy, Indian financial system, we have 45 units. Then in the PPB, you have 55 units. So it's very obvious the syllabus is very vast and a lot of theory is there in the paper. And what you have to do, you have to do the revision properly. So what I would like to request to all of you, that we know that we have only 60 days remaining, because on 8th of October, you have first paper. So we have till 30th of September time in which we have to cover our conceptual understanding. Then we have to revise it and we have to practice it also. So what you have to do make sure by the day, that is 30th of September, cover your syllabus fully. And I'm not talking about only Indian economy, Indian financial system. I'm talking about all the 3 subjects that is going to be there in the first and second week of your October. It means IE, IFS, PPB, as well as your AFM. You should be covering all the conceptual classes, all the conceptual understanding, your revision and the practice. Because after Indian economy, you have 1 week gap, but you have 2 subjects also, in which you have to revise both the subject. You have to attend the marathons also. And one more important thing, from now onwards, our marathon will be in the Mahapaks. It included in the Mahapak. That's the update I want to tell you all. So what we have to do by 30th of September, do make sure everything will be done for these 3 subjects. Because after Indian economy, Indian financial system paper, you will be having 1 week, but you have to give the mock test. You have to revise everything for 2 subjects. You have to attend the marathon, and marathon will be 5 to 6 hours marathon will be there. So you won't be able to do anything in that particular day. So that's what I request to all of you. Do make sure you focus on these 3 subjects very clearly. Now, what about retail banking? Can we delay the retail banking till 15th of October? No, we can't do that. What you have to do, just have a conceptual understanding. Do give at least 1.5 hour or at least 1 hour daily to the retail banking. Vishal sir is not here with us, but I think Vishal sir will agree with that retail banking have a little bit less syllabus in comparison to other 3 subjects. It has 30 units, and you have to do what? You have to cover your conceptual understanding here. And what you can do after that, you can start your revision, you can start your practicing from after the 15th of October. That will be sufficient for retail banking and wealth management. But do not delay these 3 papers. That's very important. And these are the 3 subjects that have huge syllabus. And numericals are there. PPB also have numericals. Indian economy also have numericals. AFM is always numericals are there.
It's all about
so
numericals.
I suggest you all of you. Correct.
Agreed,
so
ma'am. When we look at that particular RBWM area, na, it might look like that from 15 to 29th, you have around 14 days. Considering the days to exclude that, we have around 13 days. But those 13 days can be very troublesome if you will be starting during that period.
Yeah, that's why I said you first do the conceptual understanding right now, because in the remaining days after 15, you will be easily able to revise that and you will be easily able to practice that. But do not do this thing, as Niharika ma'am also said, do not start after 15. Start conceptual classes from now onwards. You can join the live classes. Vishal sir is taking live classes. You can give 1 hour daily. 6 to 7, Vishal sir is taking retail banking classes. So you have to give 1 hour daily to the retail banking to understand the concept. And after 15, you can revise and practice your questions there.
And one of the plus points of our classes, one of the plus points of our classes is this only, ma'am. Like you said, sir has a class at 6 to 7. Your batches are also defined. That IE and FSS will be at this point of time. PPB is already defined. My and R is also defined. So when you have these kind of timings defined, if you haven't started, then this will bind you to the timetable.
Correct.
So even if you have gone through the classes before your examination, you will be in a better situation. But I would still say self-study is in no case the classes are substitute to the self-study. You will have to go through the self-study portion before the examination at any cost.
Correct. As one more thing I added in the last session of mine, which I took yesterday, that maximum banker thinks that it's okay, we will not attend the live classes, we will go with the recorded session. But one thing is very different in both the scenarios. Like if you attend the live class, now you be active for the 1.5 hour or 2 hour, whatever your live class timing is. And in that activeness, you try to understand the concept. But if you are looking for a recording and if you only watch recorded session, one thing happens, you be lazy in that. Like, okay, fine, I will end after 1 hour or after 15 minutes, you ended the session. And then again, you starting after 2 hours. So don't do that. Try as much as possible to join the live classes, because you be very active. You've seen your mentor in the live class. You can ask your doubts. You can see the other bankers are asking doubt about. So it will be very beneficial for you to join the live classes, because that much more helping you in the conceptual understanding. And for revision purpose, you can watch always the recorded session that is 24/7 available for all of you. Now, let's move forward. Now, exam schedule, as we have already know, it is saying that exam schedule we have already given you, and the dates we have given you when the exam will be conducted. Then eligibility is the same. The rules and regulation, like DBF exam, if you are not a banker, you can give the DBF, and if you are a banker, you can go with the JAIIB. Then the examination fees is defined. For the first attempt, the examination fees is 4,000 rupees, and for other attempts, for second, third, and fourth, the amount is same, that is 1,300 you have to pay. Then for the DBF, that was the JAIIB. This is the JAIIB exam fees, you can see. Now, if I talk about the DBF, you can see the fee for first attempt will be 3,500. And for the next second, third, and fourth attempt, it will be 1,300. Now, it's very obvious that the syllabus is same for the JAIIB and the DBF paper. The difference is only one thing, that JAIIB can be given by the banker and non-bankers can give the DBF exam here. Now, next, if I talk about the mode of examination will be online, but one important thing is there to understand that for medium of examination, JAIIB will be conducted in both languages, Hindi and English, and your DBF will be only in English. Okay, that's the medium of examination you can see in your paper. Now, examination center will be of your choice. But if you start registration now, or I can say if you early register yourself for the JAIIB exam, then you have a choice that you can ask for your choice of center, venue, or time slot. But one thing is very important that they have said here, that the institute reserves the right to close any existing center. Like if in case whatever center you have selected, the seats already filled there, and you have requested for the same center. So IIBF have this particular right that they can change your center, your venue, your time slot as per the availability of the center, venue, or time slot. So you can't complain about it, because they have already defined that. And that's why we always say that it's obvious that you can download your admit card once you have registered yourself. So you can register, you can download your admit card, because dates are already there, venue and center will be always there, because it's of your choice. But what happens before the exam, we always suggest that do make sure you again check your admit card, because of this statement only, because the institute have the rights to change the center as per the availability, or if any technical issue happen at your center, it can be changed as the immediate way. So that's why it is important, do download your admit card, but before 1 week of your exam, do check the admit card again. Now, the study material is available on this particular website. Apart from that, use of a scribe is there. But one thing I want to add here, that what you have to do to use the scribe for the disabled person, visually disabled person, you have to take permission 10 days before the commencement of your exam. If you have exam on 8th, then you have to take permission before 10 days of your 8th of October paper. And these are the other details. Admit card will be available for download. For downloading, you can use a membership number or the registration number or added profile password. You can do. If you forget the password, then you can do that. You can use that. Apart from that, mobile phones are not allowed here, but one thing is allowed, that's your calculator, and that will be used. Battery-based, battery-operated calculator will be allowed, because numericals are there. And I think, ma'am, Indian economy, PPB, and AFM, all the three have a certain numericals. all the three, or I think in retail banking you have a numericals. So battery operated calculators are allowed, but not other gadgets are allowed there. So these are the certain important instruction which we wanted you to tell before you register yourself. Nothing much more important is there. And the process I have told you how to enroll. Simply go to the apply now, go to the exam members, and you have to choose for JAIIB. Here the JAIIB, and you will find the window where you register. Now, maybe possible right now, if you go to the bill desk, as I can see the comment here, maybe maximum bankers are on the website, crowd is more. That's why a certain transaction for the payment is taking a lot of time as usually it takes. So do not panic about it. Easily you will be able, after midnight, if you do the registration, that easily the site will be working. And if you face any kind of issue, we are here to help you. You can ask in the comment section if you are facing any issue while registering yourself. We will be checking your comments regularly and will be giving you the solution at that particular point. So,
and just a tip, everyone, when we talk about the payments, if you have initiated the payment, then kindly do not reload the page. Wait till the page becomes unresponsive or you get the particular information that the amount has been deducted. If you reload the page, then it gets stuck. So it's way better. Let the process be complete. And as Amanjot ma'am said, it's way better if you are applying, then apply it around midnight. The number of people applying at that point of time gets lesser, or in the early morning time, because at that point of time, you will not have a problem in registration at all.
Correct. So Niharika ma'am is trying to say, be patient while you are adjusting yourself, because that's very important. Sites got stuck at the middle of registration. Do make sure, do not refresh the payment page. Okay. So now, apart from this is the important information for all of you. Apart from that, how we at the offices Adda can help you in your preparation. So you can see, first of all, if you haven't downloaded the application, you can download the application from the Play Store and then go to the JAIIB CIB section here. You will find all the details about the JAIIB CIB here. So JAIIB October 2023, 3 batches are already started on our website and it's going very well. And the 4th batch, we are starting from 4th of August. As we know, after the registration, maximum people will become active. No, now it's registration started. We have to prepare for this. We have to allot a time for the preparation. So that's why the 4th batch will be starting from 4th of August. English medium as well as bilingual, both will be available. And you can enroll here by checking the certain details about it. I will let you know. And either you can go with the Mahapack also. 2 options are available. So first of all, you can see Sankalp JAIIB selection batch starting from 4th of August for all of you. And then this particular page, you will find all the details. If you face any kind of issue, you also have a contact number here. You can contact on this number and ask for your query. And how to enroll, just click on the buy now option and you have to apply a code that is JC80. As you can see, we have already applied here. JC80 will give you the 80% discount, but if you purchase the same from Adda 24/7 application, you can use the coins. 1% additional discount will be available. That will be 81. And this offer will be available for today only because this is the registration day of yours. And this is the Mahapack 2.0 that will be covering everything. Live classes, you can see live classes, video courses, ebook, test series, mini and Maha marathons will be now in the Mahapack available. And the practice paper, doubt sessions, everything is available. As we know, 2nd and 4th Saturday, you have offs. So on 2nd and 4th Saturday, we have scheduled the doubt session. Like maximum people see the recorded session and they were not able to ask their doubts. So I request you, all of you, if you're joining a session, if you're joining a particular paid batch, do make sure if you're watching a recorded session, do write down your doubts, whatever you face while watching the recorded session. And you can ask your doubts in the 2nd and 4th Saturday when the doubt sessions will be conducted. Apart from that, one more important thing we have added in this particular Sankalp series of batches, that we also introduce the topic-wise test. Let's say 45 units are there in the Indian economy. So for each unit, you will find the topic-wise test in which around 20 or 25 questions will be there for a particular topic. So you have a full-length mock test, but you also will having a topic-wise test that is definitely going to help you all to know how much you understood about the topic and are you able to apply the concept, whichever you have studied in the conceptual classes in the paper or not. Because studying the concept and the application of the concept is the 2 different things. Right, ma'am? Because we have case study questions also. So
in the case studies, you have to study properly in any case.
Correct. So now how to enroll? Just click on the buy now. The same process will be there. The code will be same, that is JC80. And you can see here the validity will be double, that is 6 plus 6 months validity. 1% additional discount will be available if you use the coins and the coupon code is the same, that is JC80. So this is the information from our side about the registration and about the important benefits and the process and how we Adda can help you to clear your JAIIB in the October season of your JAIIB exam. So, Niharika ma'am, you want to add something here?
Just a suggestion. It's not only about the registration, but your studies as well. If you're registering, make sure you have already started studying as well. Because only applying for the examination and waiting till the end that we'll go through the marathons and then we'll be done for the examination, such kind of short-sightedness can cost you another 6 months. So why to look forward towards such guessing games and leaving it on the destiny and having a leap of faith? It's way better that you start beforehand and start preparing right away.
Correct. Or one more thing I want to add here, that so many bankers, when we do the success story, they says that I have only watched the marathon and I clear the paper. I only study for 1 month and I clear the paper. So I would request you, don't do that. Do not follow the success story of any person. You can take motivation out of there, but do not follow that, because every person have a different time period to give for the preparation. Every person have different knowledge of the subject or different zeal to prepare for the exam. So do make sure you make your own strategy as per your time management, as per your weak and strong areas in the paper, and follow that particular strategy. And because this is the high time, we have only 60 days, 4 subjects, 4 modules are there, and no difference between BBB and AFM exam. So do make sure you start as possible, and do make sure you start, like as the Niharika ma'am said, that start like you have the last day for your preparation. Tomorrow you have exam. If you have that particular thing in your mind, you will be performing very well in your preparation also, right? So let's end the session here. Thank you all for joining the session. Again, the registration is started. Go to the IIBF website and register yourself as soon as possible. One more update I want to again repeat, that do make sure you decide the center, venue, time slot very carefully, because it will not be entertained if you request to change that. So thank you all. Last but not the least, if you are new to the channel of Officers at 24/7, then do not forget to subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. Thank you. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, everyone.